I'm putting it down. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. It's the Stock Scoop. I'm Mickey D. I am so glad to be here with you. I'm very excited about what's going on in the stock market and what's going on with some of our trades right now. Even though we'd be beaten down in uranium, tomorrow we're gonna have a special. I'm gonna talk about uranium, and we're gonna talk about the ups and downs. And I'm gonna also advise the president tomorrow. The president of the United States. He's dealing with Zelensky over in Ukraine, and he wants to know, well, should he or shouldn't he take those the nuclear plants over there? And I'm gonna have a different flavor. We'll cover that tomorrow. But today, the president is signing these executive orders, and he wants production of critical minerals in America faster because we have them. We're bottled down with all the paperwork and the permits and everything and trying to get all that squared away. But the president said, signed his name, said, yeah, this is what we're going to do. And he's pretty aggressive, as you say. And I know from personal experience from dealing with the Trump organization years ago, dealing with his organization on real estate. See, I was a realtor in Southern California, and we had one deal there in Palm Springs that was a really tough. Those guys are really tough, really aggressive, and they get the job done. So when he wants to get something done and his head is, caught on some, hey, the guy's gonna get it done or partially done, or hook, crook, lie, steal, whatever, is pretty much gonna get done. And you guys have examples of that over the last few years, dealing with, well, multiple presidents, multiple Congresses, multiple, the Senate senators, and dealing with politicians in general. But he's on a fast start, and things are happening right now. But we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about that more, and I'm going to give you guys an idea of what he should do with that uranium, those uranium plants there in Ukraine. So we'll talk about that. But like I said, right now he has jump started the critical minerals here in the United States of America. And we have a rare earth trade, ladies and gentlemen. There aren't very many good, sound rare earth companies out there right now in the United States of America. So a lot of them are getting their footing. There's some that we only have 8 listed on our list right now, of which maybe 2 or 3 are really investable right now. And I'm going to let you guys know that when I send out the Baby Knockout newsletter to all our private students. If you guys want to get those, also if you want to get our plays on gold and silver, which that stuff is doing very well right now. Stocks go up and stocks come down. So we got a nice run. We're gonna go test some of these critical support areas, and we're gonna pop back up, and that's trading. As I've told you before, I'm not here to make you rich, but I can make you very comfortable. And throughout my trading career, that's where I've been. I've been in that comfort zone. So I don't get in. It's early, in some of these real early. I mean, we write the books and tell you about the books and everything, and we put stocks in there that are really. I mean, we had gold stocks in 5 years ago. These stocks that you're reading about today that are going up. Some are over $100. Well, 5 or 6 years ago, when I had them listed in the books, they weren't $100 or so, like they are now. But if you were patient and you waited, that's what this thing is about. It's about pennies and patience, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the stock market is about. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and show you what's going on now with one of the rare earth ETFs. and we've been with this trade for a while. We went out to uh, the stadium, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, and they were building. They needed some material, and who were they slowed up by? China. China slowed them up, but everything, China controls all the rare earths anyway. Anything you need a volume like they needed at the stadium in Las Vegas. It just took a long time and what have you. But they made it and they did it and they did what they had to do. But then just a couple weeks delay or something, they got it squared away. No problem. But try and get that same material now from China and see what China says. China says no, 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 no. So we'll talk about that here in a second. But I'm just happy to be back. It's just so good. I don't have my gray on. What do you mean, Mickey D? You've gotten rid of your. Oh man, that was your signature. Well, uh, somebody told me you look a little younger. Get rid of your gray, Mickey D. You look younger. Uh, well, that's what they told me when I was in the hospital. But I'm fine now. You guys can't see behind here, but I have my treadmill now, and I have my weights, and I'm really working on being healthy, ladies and gentlemen. But let's take a look here. Will be more tomorrow. I'm going to Sunday. We're going to talk uranium, and I'm going to give you my favorite play right now that's crashed in uranium. So you want to see that tomorrow. But let's take a look at what's going on. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, hit like, share, and subscribe. You've been so good to me through the years. It's been wonderful. As you can see, when I was sick and I was out, uh, I'm going to be congratulating you guys for a long time. Thanks again. 900,000 views. I know that's just, for some people, that's just one video. But for us, that's a big thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big thing. I wanted to share it with you. 900K here. As you know, we have. Oh, what did I do here? Did I mess something up? As you know,
Where the magnets at?
on the rare earth trade here for quite a while, looking for those different critical elements here. We first really caught note on video. We'd known before, but on video when they were building Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas, and they had a delay because they weren't able to get some of the magnets that they needed. That was the excuse from China. So China controls, the majority of all this stuff, and that's what the president wants to do. The president wants to definitely let that go here, and he's signing executive orders. This is from Politico. He's signing executive orders. Dig it. Trump orders faster action on minerals. You dig it. That's what the president is saying. President Donald Trump wants to mine more critical minerals in the United States and chisel away at China's dominance over a global supply chain that virtual to that's vital. Can't read today. It's vital to American technology, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, those same minerals are crucial for the United States clean energy industry, even if that's not a cause dear to the president's heart. He knows it's very important. So what he's done on Thursday, he signed an executive order invoking the national energy emergency, declaring he declared in January using authority under the Cold War era Defense Production Act to speed up permits for critical minerals projects and significantly expand developers' access to federal land and loan programs, writes James Bickus, one of the writers. Uh, He also, our national economic security are now acutely threatened by our reliance upon hostile foreign powers mineral production. He's talking about China. Trump declared in the order. China is that country that we need these for the AI game, military hardware, tech. You guys know we need this, especially our new trade with uh, with the rare earths. Some of those we need for military. We definitely need for. I mean, we need for ammunition. We need it. Uh, Companies in the, what is this going to do? Okay, let's you can look at. I'll leave this article. You guys can take a look at it. But what's this all? What are we talking about? This is what we're talking about. We're talking about we're talking about four critical questions about Trump's new critical minerals executive order. Now, this executive order is packed with information, but when he signed it, these are some of the things that we want to get here. Why is the Trump administration focused on critical minerals? Securing U.S. critical mineral supply chains has been a priority of the Trump administration since day one. These roughly 50 minerals, and we're going to be only going to be focusing on about five or six, but they're, fighter jets, semiconductors, EVs, cell phones, all that stuff. You guys know we need these critical minerals for that, and we have to revitalize our domestic mining. That's what we have to do it. We have to do it. No one's going to do it for us. How does the executive order approach securing U.S. critical minerals? Okay, his executive order, and this is important. This is important. Trump's new executive order uses emergency powers to streamline permitting and revamp to several important mechanisms. Okay, there's going to be rapid permitting. We'll see how rapid it is. You guys know we've talked about it before. Projects been decades languishing in permitting processes. Years and years, but the agencies have been given just 10 days to compile a list of pending mineral production projects that could be immediately approved, plus 15 days to nominate potential candidates for fast 41 status, which fast tracks approvals. So look at, the government's they can be pretty slow, but Trump has put he's put fire under him. He's saying in 15 days, we want, in 10 days, we want the list, how government goes. There will be some lists though given to him. There will be some lists. Uh, Improve financing. Uh, they're going to be able to get some of the loans. Small businesses was going to be engaged. I don't know. They might have their uh, work cut out. To understand they're going to be doing student loans and all that stuff. Um, the minerals mentioned, the newer especially calls uranium, copper, potash, and gold critical minerals. Plus, it gives the National Energy Dominance Council the authority to deem any material as qualifying material affected by the order. Now, the I think the chairman of that, Doug Burgum, is a pretty aggressive guy. That NEDC, the National Energy Dominance Council, is going to be very large in this, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be what they're going to deem critical, like uranium, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to advise the president on what he should do to when it comes to that. When tomorrow's Sunday. I'm going to advise him on what he should do when it comes to Zelensky and that situation there. Um, Focus, of course, will be on domestic critical minerals. There's gonna be a lot more to this. DFC, yeah. There's more. You can read about it. We'll check. No, the order is likely to be the first step of many, and we'll see how it goes. But this first step is a big step, and it's supposed to get the ball rolling. So we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, if it gets the ball rolling and they're able to do that. Yeah, we had one of our rare earth. So it was up today, big. It was up at one point, maybe 20, 30%. It was big, up big today. What about the Vanek Rare Earth Strategic Metals, REMX? Uh, as you can see, not under the 200. We're giving the 200-day a run for its money here, ladies and gentlemen, in a minute here. You can see the 48-day, which is the red, and the black right here, which is the 13-day. When the black crosses, the 13-day crosses over the red, the 48-day, that's a soft mid short term buying opportunity. So, where are we right now with the rare earths? We're at a short term buying opportunity here with the VanEck right now. Once it'll feel a lot better when we get over the 200-day moving average, ladies and gentlemen. When we get up to 45, 44, 45, 46 or so, it'll be a lot better. Uh, uh, a lot more easier confirmation on that as soon as we get there. Let's look at another one. What about the Global X? Is thing going to come up? The Global X thematic growth? It's not coming up, so I won't share that with you. Um, let's take a look at. Well, that's about it here. That one is. I've got some more examples, but they're not coming up, ladies and gentlemen. So um, we're stuck with the one ETF. But you can see it's going to make its move here, and we appreciate things that are going on right now. And as the president, with his executive orders, ignites critical minerals in America, he's looking to be at least to hold his own, in America. While the Chinese are dominating right now, we have the ability to hold our own. And I think that he's going to make sure that happens because he's been, at the bottom. The United States, not him in particular, the United States has been at the bottom of this. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me once again. Please hit that like button, share, subscribe. We want to really have it going on here. This trip, we're gonna do things a little different. Things will look a little different. Maybe the thumbnail will look a little different. I'll go with the AI and won't spend as much time, putting a message in there. You know, because let's face it, we've been very, very consistent, have we not? The same, setup. Every few years, if you move or buy a new place, you change. But we've been pretty consistent here, and hopefully over the years you've been able to make a little bit of dinero. Like I said, we don't chase them, we replace them. And I'm not here to make you rich, but I can make you comfortable. Even though there are years when people do very, very well, and I think this is going to be one of those years when you may do as good as you've ever done in the stock market, especially if you're in our trades and you're in them early. And the books are out there. You can go to Amazon.com. You get the audiobook, paperback book, or the ebooks. They're there for this trade. The gold, silver, really doing very, very well. Um, you know, what's the old saying with uh, Dion Sanders, Neon Dion, huh? You ball, you get the call. Well, right now, rare earths and critical minerals, the president has put that. He mentioned, when you mention stuff like uranium, it's right on our doorstep. And I'm gonna tell you more. I'm gonna tell you my favorite stock, on my favorite uranium stock right now, that's taken quite a beating. And join me tomorrow, Sunday there, and we'll talk about it. I really enjoy talking about that, especially now that we have the backup, the full force of the government of the United States when it comes to making this happen. Hook, crook, whatever, they're going to make it happen, I believe. And there's these 20-year, 30-year, uh, time frames for getting permits approved and stuff. I think those are a thing of the past. At least they're going to try and get some things done. They're going to try and get some permits done. Not only here, but I believe Mexico also. They're going to follow Trump's lead and get their these other countries are going to follow his lead, and they're going to give permits, permits, permits. But we'll talk more about that. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Once again, hit like. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. You enjoy yourself. The executive orders. Keep an eye on all these executive orders, especially this one that will affect our trade directly. So we'll be hearing more and more about it as the days, weeks, and months go on, ladies and gentlemen. But that's it right now. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. Uh, Next time you look for strength and energy, ladies and gentlemen, look up. Love you. God bless you. Take care of yourself.